Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो भारी आए सो भारी आए, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. One of my spiritual practices, many people ask me this, what path you follow? Whether you are following the path of yoga or you are following the path of karma yoga or you are following the path of ashtanga yoga or you are following the path of devotion or you are following the path of knowledge or you are following the path of Vedanta. If you are from Bengal, then from Vedanta. What path you follow? So my path is a happy path. See? If an ornament is made out of gold, barring the grace of the jeweler, it should contain gold, is it not? How simple it is. Upanishad says, Anandadeva kalpimani bhutani jayante, anandena jatani jivanti. This world is an expression of bliss, happiness. Now see what we are doing. In our whole life, if we have to analyze our life, there are only two things. Technically speaking, pravrutti or nivrutti. Pravrutti means getting involved, doing something or the other. Nivrutti means withdrawal. Other than these two things, there is nothing in life. And both these things, pravrutti or nivrutti, involvement or withdrawal, is done for what? See, the most of you are married. Tell me, who gets married to become miserable? I am not asking the next question. See, hey, I want to get married to become miserable. No. So, whatever we do in our life, what we are doing is we are seeking happiness from action. Is it not? And then we recognize our mistake. I should not have married. Such courageous people are ready to correct their mistake. And they separate, divorce. That is also for what? Again for happiness. See? So, doing or undoing, both of them are aimed at only seeking happiness. It is here we go wrong in life. See? This is the essence of our today's topic. See? So we have to follow the path of happiness. Path of happiness is what? Once I was somewhere among youngsters, and he said, Swamiji, you are not telling us some stories or something like that. Please tell us something. I said, okay, listen. Now answer my riddle. The journey is, the happiness is in the journey or in the destination? This question is for you also. Now, among you, those who say happiness is in journey, raise your hands. Hands down. Those who say happiness is in the destination, raise your hands. Both of you are wrong. You know how? Happiness is in the company. If the company is boring, see man. So whose company we are? Are we in the company of happiness or in the company of frustration? See, what is the company of happiness? Living at zero complaint level. How simple it is. We are expert in complaining about something or the other. Oh, it was very cold yesterday, complain. But today it is very bright, but you know, it should not be so bright. What that poor God will do? See, when it is winter, we complain. Oh God, it is too cold. I can't take it too much cold. Then God says, okay, I give you summer. Then summer comes. Again we complain. Oh God, it is too hot. I don't know why you are making so hot. So God says, okay, I give you rains. When rains come, oh, it is too rainy. It's horrible. After these three complaints, God decides. He is a mobile complaint box. Anything you do, he complains. And therefore, he doesn't listen to our complaints. See, friends, to be happy, number one principle. We have no complaints about anything in this world. See? Therefore, living at zero complaint level. Somewhere, very senior Mahatmas in Rishikesh, because I play this before every talk, whatever may be the place. After my talk was over, he was a very Gambhirananda, very serious type. I don't know how, after studying scriptures, one can become serious. See, it is something like after eating a lot of food, the stomach has gone in. Impossible. If you have studied scriptures, you can never be miserable in life. See? God has given us face only for one purpose, not for frowning, but for smiling. See? So, that Babaji studying Upanishad, Gita, talking in Sanskrit, and all the people sitting in front understand nothing. So he said, you are giving talks on Upanishad, Gita, Ramayana, everything. But why are you having this kind of, you call it a happy mantra mala. What kind of mantra it is? I said, it's a happy mantra. See? Now mantra is what? Be attentive, I am telling you now. I didn't argue with him. I said, sir, I am sorry. One of the most important principle of life. Vado na avalambyaha. Never engage yourself in arguments with anybody. Number one. I am telling you my principles. Second, always be a follower. Never be a decision maker. So here, boss asked me, Swamiji, should we start? I said, your decision. See, a follower is always happy. Swamiji, but some people have to come, okay, we'll start later. No problem. See? So, when we chant mantras, now I'll chant one mantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. What you have understood? कुछ आया समझ में? Now our mantra. Life is a time pass, relax. Yeah. You got the meaning, is it not? Words without meaning is a noise. Suppose while talking in between, I say some Chinese phrases, and thereafter ching bong dung na, you say, hey, what happened to this man? Because these words carry no meaning. And what is the mantra? Mananat mantra. Mantranat. Mantra is an advice. Now this mantra we keep on chanting. See, friends, and we get lost only in that. Because we are chanting the mantras for in exchange of fulfilling our desires. See? Oh Lord, I will do this mantra, I should get this thing. Om Trambakam Jami as if it is a punishment. See? Now if you take this first mantra, how to be happy, I am not telling how to become happy, I am telling how to be happy. Being is man, becoming is husband. Man is always happy. Dash, dash, dash. Being is happiness, becoming cannot be happiness. See? So if we have taken this stand in our life, that we have to be happy, then whatever we are doing in our life, we normally do for getting happiness. See? So, I do something today, action is done today and now. Result will come tomorrow or afterwards. Be attentive. So, actions are done always in the present and the results are coming always in the future. And it is not necessary that the results will be of our choice. So two things. One thing, we are postponing our happiness in the future period of time. If I do this thing, I will get happiness. Now those who postpone their own happiness in the future period of time, even God cannot make them happy. Is it not simple? Now second thing, if you get of your choice, are you fulfilled? Like, the students, they study hard and exams are given and I hope I come in the merit list, I should get good admission. He gets admission. Is he fulfilled? No. I have to study this thing, that thing, and after then I should be fulfilled? No. I should get a good job. Then he gets a good job. Is he fulfilled? No. I should get married to a good girl. Getting a good girl for marriage is an illusion. See, friends, in short, we are all running after the illusions of happiness. See, I was in Darjeeling, big tea estates. So some of the tea estate owners, friends to me, I went to their office with my friend. He says, Swamiji, this is my office and other things are in the garden. So right on the door, there's a beautiful write-up. I really liked it. It was written, life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. Wherever I go, most of the people know that I am less expensive Babaji. Not much expenses. One kettle for heating the water, a cup and tea bags, that's all. No milk, no sugar, no masala, Gujarati masala, no nothing. It is easier to take as per your choice, how much decoction you want, how strong. Depends in your own hands. But if you go to Gujarati house, they will make you miserable. Gujaratis don't add sugar to the tea, they add tea to the sugar. So now I had a cup of tea with Amma. So, Swami, black tea, okay, I'll make for you. But should I add in that black tea masala? Array? It is something like, should I add sugar on good? Gujaratis can do that. See? So the best option was, Mama, make your own tea. You make very good tea. Give yourself zero choice, you are happy. See, friends. Otherwise, I told you, it's so dark, it's not. Best way is, life is a time pass. See? And therefore, whenever you live your life as a time pass, we have to learn what is the meaning of time pass. Time pass, I'll give you one example to make this point. See, one of my professional hazards are, I had to go for taking food to different houses. 365 multiplied by 3. So many houses I had to take food in a year. You can imagine how strong my Madhya Pradesh must be. I am still surviving. See? So, I went to somebody's house. And as usual, the food is not ready. Swamiji, I am so sorry. Please wait for 10 minutes. I am just heating the food. Yesterday's only I had taken out fresh from fridge. And then it goes into the microwave and given to me as a pindadan. So I had to wait. So I said, okay, I'll read the newspaper. They had a son, about 6 years. Swamiji, no newspaper. I said, okay, no newspaper. We'll play carom. That's the most dumb game, and which I don't know how to play. I said, I don't know how to play that. Let me read newspaper. No newspaper. You have to play carom with me. I had to take food in his house. How can I say no? And then he started. He was good, and I have never played it. But I am not a simple person. I said, okay, I'll also teach you. So when my turn came, I asked him, hey, whose photo is that? When he looks at it, this I learned from politicians. Many people ask me, who is your guru? You are all my gurus. Guru never teaches. It is the disciple who learns. So you are all my gurus. How you are gurus? You are already having 101 problems in your life, and yet you find time to come for satsang. I am a full-timer, and yet I have got complaints. See, friends, we have to learn. Nobody can teach us. So, this I learned from the politicians. What is that? Theft is a crime unless proved. If it is not proved, see, you can say throughout the world in any country, they are not eating like, $10, $100, millions, and doing comfortably. So I followed that principle and put that coins in my room. Once, twice, third time I was caught. And then he complained to his mother, Mummy, Swamiji is a cheat. I said, you understood late. I said, now again we'll play. And again we started. And by the time he was playing, his mummy said, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, come on, let's go and eat food. No. Now I'm learning. I'm winning. We have to play. Now be attentive. For him, victory and defeat was an issue. For me, it was a time pass. So what is a time pass? Life is a time pass. Don't fight for victory and defeat. Play for the joy of playing. See? You must have seen these any matches, international matches, for example tennis. Watch that. When they get a shot and good point, to whom are they showing? To that ball. See? And next time they miss it, they bring that racket. And they are appreciated the world over, dumb fellows. See, my friends, don't make life so full of tensions. Relax. See? So when you try to understand this principle, I tell you very simple principle. If you practice this, you have learned everything in spiritual life. Nothing more than this. In one sentence I tell you. Experience without experiencer is divinity. Now see, I will show you divinity right now. Our eyes are seeing everything, is it not? I see the green color, they don't become green. They see the yellow color, they don't become yellow. They see the blue color, they don't become blue. So, the eyes are divine because they are illuminating, they are seeing everything, but they are not becoming seer, and therefore they have no liking or no disliking for any color. Further, when the eyes are seeing the gents, eyes do not become masculine. When they see the ladies, eyes don't become feminine. Be very attentive. When 50 of you are here, it is not a lightness for the eyes. If you become 50,000, it doesn't become a burden for the eyes. If you all disappear, it is not a loss for the eyes, is it not? Have you done anything? This is your natural state, man. To be happy is our natural state. We don't have to do anything. By doing, we make a mess of our life. And for that disease of doing, I don't call doing as a good thing, it's a disease. And that disease is so strong, everything they do, meditation they do. See? And what is the meditation? Silent suffering collectively in a dark room along with the teacher, with the closed eyes. Why closed eyes? So that nobody sees who is sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. Why darkness? Because both the teacher and the student can sleep. Friends, if something is away, this is laudium, no? If I want to be in Benoni, which is away, I will have to put efforts and cross the distance, is it not? Action is involved. If this beautiful temple is dirtied, then we'll have to put action and clean it. Is it not? If something is incomplete, tea is good, but sugar is less. So we'll have to add sugar. In short, when are actions involved? When something is far away, you have to cross distances. When something is dirty, you have to clean it. Actions are required. When something is incomplete, you have to add something. Actions are required. Is the reality, the truth, the Paramatma, the Bhagavan that we are we far away? We have to cross distances to meet the God? Is it incomplete that we have to add something to become divine? Is it dirty so that we have to clean it? But we are all victims of a disease called as doing. Karo, karo, karo. Therefore, God has sent us as celebration worldwide called as a festival. Have you celebrated Corona festival? What is the name? Corona. Kuch mat karo. Relax. But we are karo, and look you. See, my friends, to be happy, you don't have to do anything. For this, only analyze your own experiences and learn from every single experience. If we cannot learn from our own experiences of life, even God will fail. Out of respect and reverence, we say, Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. We call Bhagavan Krishna Jagat Guru, is it not? He is a guru of everybody. He failed to teach to Dhritarashtra, Duryodhan, Dushasana. What kind of guru he is? Contrary to that, in Mahabharata you know the story. Ekalavya was rejected as a disciple by Dronacharya. And what Ekalavya did? Who cares? He did not go and say, no, you may not accept me as disciple, but I have accepted you as guru. And who is a guru? Guru is not outside somewhere. Guru is our inherent ability to learn from every single experience of life. See, my friends, not knowing this, we get hooked up with some person and imagine we are dedicated. No, man. Every experience of our life is our guru. That is Sadguru. Sat is only one. Somebody may write Sadguru. That doesn't mean he is Sadguru. See? Like I may write my name as Prime Minister. There was one person in Haryana, it happened. Haryana is a place of very rusty and very witty people, extremely witty. So I happened to go for some reason. So I said, hey, Chaudhary ji, pani pilao. So he shouted and he said, Governor, pani le aao. I was shocked. He is ordering governor to get water. Then one useless boy came, glass of water. I was looking at him. Then he shouted, "Beowulf, you don't understand? Commissioner, peda le aao." Another boy came with peda. I was looking at him. He said, "Don't be surprised." He said, "I cannot be anything. So I had decided to name my children. First children is governor. Second child's name is commissioner." So when somebody asks me, "Who are you?" "Governor ka baap." He's happy with that. To be happy, you don't require anything outside, man. Discover this. Because you are happiness. Discover from your own experiences. We have got wrong notions. If I get this thing, I will be happy. This is the wrong notion. Tyage neke amrtatva manashu. See? Now, don't demonstrate. Only listen and do at home. How you go to sleep. Therefore, I told you, don't demonstrate. How you go to sleep. First, we discard everything in this world. See? Our riches, our poverty, our friends, our enemies, our place, our country, our religion, everything we discard. Then we come back home. After coming home, we discard the whole house. Then we come in our bedroom. We discard all the contents of the bedroom. And we are below the quilt. And then only one japa continues. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time, I and want is, sleep is not there. This one who wanted to sleep, when even he is dropped, the sleep begins. And the experience of sleep is happiness. Because happiness is never silent. When somebody dies, we say, let us observe condolence silence. Can somebody says, hey, he got married, let us observe condolence. Actually, it should be done. But whenever there is a marriage, we make lot of noise by happiness. See? There was one father, he told his son, my son, congratulations on the happiest day of your life. Dad, you are so forgetful. My marriage is tomorrow, not today. He said, therefore I am telling you, today is the happiest day. From tomorrow, Hari Ocha. So, when we are in deep sleep, be attentive. What do we have? Happiness is a process of giving up, giving up, giving up. Not holding on, holding on, holding on. And because we are happy in the deep sleep, we have Saptaswara. Avaroha, Aroha. Have you heard anybody snoring hurriedly? Kar, 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 kar. No, there is no hurry. In happiness, there is no hurry. See, friends, those who are struggling for happiness, they will never be happy in their life. Don't struggle. Living at zero complaint level. See? How life simple it is. And therefore, when we take life is a time pass, we have nothing to gain or nothing to lose in this world. See? Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Because whatever we have or whatever we give up is only for seeking happiness. But if you are happily accepting as the things are, nothing in this world can make you miserable. Make the miseries miserable. You don't become miserable. See? And this is what Bhagavan says in second chapter of Gita. when he says karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. The useless and usual translation is like this thing: you have got right for your karma, do it, don't worry about the results. Are we dumb or what? Don't worry about the results. This cannot be the meaning. Bhagavan Krishna, he will not tell such dumb things. You will see most of the translation, the same thing is said. You have got right for your duty, not for the results. It is something like, I kill you, but I will not get hanged over it. You have done, you will have to suffer. That cannot be the result. See? Then, think cool. I tell you, my friends, all the problems are, be attentive, all the problems are not solved. They are dissolved. There are no problems. You have to dissolve the problems. See? So what says Bhagavad Gita, this verse, Karmanyevadhikaraste, if we think cool. Now, can we live yesterday? We cannot live yesterday, gone. Can we live tomorrow? We cannot live tomorrow, it has not yet come. And tomorrow never comes. So living today, is it a choice for us or it is a compulsion? It's a compulsion. We have to live today. See? Now, second thing. All the actions that we do in our life, they are done today and now. See? How simple it is. You don't have to struggle. Only recognize your own experience. For example, I am talking to you. Am I talking yesterday? No. Am I going to talk tomorrow? No. Am I talking today? Yes. When? Now. So if I am talking now, be attentive. And if I imagine, after I talk, thereafter you will appreciate, and thereafter you will say, oh Swamiji, you spoke very well, and thereafter I will become happy. What I have done, I have postponed my happiness in the future period of time. Is it not? Don't play with the child. He is the child, you are not a child. See? Therefore, we have to learn the simple things. Whatever we have to do, don't do it to seek happiness. But whatever you are doing, do it happily. See, friends. But we don't understand this. We are lost in all the unwanted things at the wrong time. Everything has its own place. Everything in its own time. Everything cannot be done everywhere. See? Therefore, when Bhagavan says Karmanyevadhikaraste, you have to remember where you are, when you are, and what you are. Now, first principle. Now, second principle. Whatever we are supposed to do, and whatever we are doing, if we are doing that happily, your life is over. You are not carrying the burden of success or failure. See, friends. Ma phaleshu kadachana. You will never go in the future. Whatever comes, comes. You have done your best. There was one student, it happened last year. He hanged himself to death. He was in high school examination, etc. And he was a good student. And he felt, I think I will not pass. And therefore, he committed suicide. When the results came, he was in a merit list. Now, who is responsible for that? See? All the time. What will happen? What will happen? What has happened till now? Nothing is going to happen better than this. Therefore, when Bhagavad Gita said this thing, now come to Bhagavad Gita. The whole Bhagavad Gita, you will see people go on expounding it mad way. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Sashtanga Yoga. See, so many things, complications. Shankaraj Bhashya, Madhusudan Saraswati, all of that, none was practiced by Arjun on the battlefield. Bhagavad Gita was delivered on battlefield, is it not? Both side armies. In between Arjun in the chariot along with Bhagavan Krishna. That time will Arjun practice Shucho Deshi Pradisthapya Sthiramasana Matmana Natyatritam. The person is shooting, wait a minute, meditation on, don't disturb. See? Mai eva manahadasva, mai buddhim nivesha, nivasyashi mai eva. Was he doing, chanting the japa? See, friends, none was done by him. But you will see, we get lost in what they call in Hindi, baal ki khal nikalna. Hair splitting. Hair can be cut, can't be split. See, then what is said in Bhagavad Gita? Contemplate on this. Then we will know how to be happy. See? It is so simple. What was Arjuna's question? See? Arjuna said, Karpanya doshopahata svabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yasreyasyad nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Arjuna did not ask, Bhagavan, teach me meditation, teach me knowledge, teach me devotion. He didn't ask that. He asked, Karpanya doshopahata svabhavaha. I am feeling pity on myself. If you want to be happy, never have pity on anybody and never have pity on yourself. When we have pity on somebody, we have downgraded him. Poor fellow. If you have to have, you serve. Pity is a negative state of the mind. See? Same pity, compassion. See, when I see that poor fellow not having food and I felt so compassionate, I was eating the sandwich, then the remaining one I threw at him. Poor fellow. Is it a good act? On the contrary, if you have to serve, we serve parents. Wherever there is an attitude of service, we have seen something higher in that. See, friends. But instead of that, Karpanya doshaha is this, an attitude of pity. And the worst is pity on oneself. Papoham papakarmaham. Bhagavan, I have done many sins, go to hell. See? Why papoham papakarmaham? We are the expression of the divinity. How can we be sinners? We cannot be. See, Karpanya dosha. And therefore, dharma sammudha cheta. I am confused about what is my obligation at this moment. See? That was the question. And after delivering all the lectures, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, what did he ask Arjun at the end? Did he ask, Arjun, meditation kaisa raha? He didn't ask. Arjun, did you understand yoga? He didn't ask. Did you understand karma yoga? See, I had told you there are more than 20 yajnas which I told you understand. See, in the 10th chapter I had told you 73 places where I am available. Do you remember them? Do you remember the Vishwarupa Darshan? How beautiful I was. You were frightened. You know what I told you? None of that he asked. Not only that, Bhagavan Krishna did not ask Arjun, did you get the knowledge? He didn't ask. What was his question? After listening the whole Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna asked Arjun, Kachit etam shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachit ajnana sammoha pranastaste dhananjaya. Hey Arjun, have you heard me properly? Yes or no? And ajnana sammoha is wrong notions. We are all the victims of wrong notions. Wrong notions about ourselves. Wrong notion about the world. Wrong notion about spiritual practice. Wrong notion about God. We are all the victims of wrong notions. If wrong notions are corrected, no solutions are required. See? What is the wrong notion? It's not difficult, friends. Very simple. We stand in front of the mirror and we look into the mirror and we know our experience. Then second thing, a bird stands in front of the mirror. He also sees the reflections. What is the difference between the two? The bird will start pecking on the mirror. Somebody is there. I must fight with him. Go on pecking till he bleeds. Oh, he's not going. Oh God, what should I do? He goes behind the mirror. Oh, he has gone away. Thank God. Again he comes in the front. Oh, still there. I don't know what should I do. I think I should do yoga. Then the bird starts doing yoga and open the eyes. Oh God, he's still there. Okay, let me do the japa. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Still there, is not going. I don't know what should I do. I should do a study of Upanishad. See, that doesn't help. Finally, he becomes frustrated, angry, and breaks the mirror. And there are many more reflections. Oh God, a battalion has come to attack me. Our condition is like that bird. Why we are not influenced? Why the bird is influenced? Because the bird is taking the illusion as a reality. We are all taking these four illusions as reality. I as a man is real. I as a son is not real. I as a man is real. I as a husband is not real. I as a man is real. I as a father is not real. I is only one. Hence he become three. And who are miserable? These three guys are miserable. When my father dies, what happens to the son? Nothing, because he was never there. When my wife died, what happened to me, the husband? Nothing, because husband was never there. These illusory things are taken as real and we suffer. See, friends. Therefore, when Bhagavan Krishna asked Arjun, Kachit eta shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa. Have you heard it single pointed? Or is our mind like this child, not steady one moment? See how important it is. And this is exactly what happened to Arjun. About this war, Yudhishthir had no problem. Bhima had no problem. Then Nakula Sahadeva twins, they have no problem. Only Arjun Singh, he had the problems. See? Yudhishthir was wise, he have no problems. Bhim was committed, he has no problem. Nakul Sahadev, they were dedicated to the eldest wise brother, they had no problems. Arjun was in between. He was thinking he is wise. Those who think they are wise, they are otherwise. See? And such people, they start thinking when it is not required. See, friends, we have to be very clear. Is it required to get involved in this process? Like many people ask us, Swamiji, what is your opinion about politics? I said, what politics? If you are learning, see, your whole approach to life will change. Now tell me, one young man or a boy, college boy, he asked me this question. Swamiji, today's world, morning news becomes stale by afternoon. Your Bhagavad Gita is more than 5,000 years old. How it can be applied now? I said, hey, you are so intelligent, yaar. I never thought about it. You are so real. Because, during Bhagavad Gita time, people were eating with the nose and they were seeing with their hand and they were walking with their tongue. What do you mean? I said, no, I am telling you, stale news. Bhagavad Gita was addressed to whom? To the human beings. They were having the same problem then and now. There is no change. Where is the change? Is it that Arjuna was eating with the nose? No. Was he walking with the hands? No, only legs. See, friends, Bhagavad Gita is not addressed to a person. It is not addressed to a person in a geographical area. It is not addressed to a person in a geographical area at a historical period of time. It is an eternal science. See, friends. And therefore, science is never outdated. If I say I am Indian, I don't believe in Britishers. They have told law of gravity. I don't believe. Then go to the 40th story and jump from there because I don't believe. You don't have to believe. You go there. See, friends, what is told in Bhagavad Gita is eternal knowledge. It cannot be corrupted. It can never be old. It can never be new. It can never be stale. See, friends, therefore, Bhagavad Gita, what told us, we have to clearly understand. So, Arjuna's question was about delusion. Dharma Sambudha Cheta. I am confused about my identity. We have confusion, what we call as the wrong notions. Wrong notion about ourselves, about God, about spiritual practice. We have to correct them. See? And Kashchit Ajnana Sammoha Pranashtasthi Dhananjaya. And what Arjun said? He did not say, I got the knowledge. He said, Nashto Mohaha. Sir, my delusion gone. Smriti Labdha, now I remember. What I remember? What for I am, wherever I am at this moment. Apply this Bhagavad Gita right now in your life. Where are we? In Satsanga. When? During Satsanga. What should be we? Satsangi. If we are able to understand and practice this, we have digested the whole Bhagavad Gita. Where was Arjun? He was on the battlefield. When? At the time of the war. what he should be? A warrior or a disciple to Dronacharya or a grandson to Bhishmacharya or brother? Who he should be? He should be only a warrior if he is on the battlefield. If we remember only this much, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. You have learned Bhagavad Gita in letter and spirit. And the best part is, do we have a choice? We have no choice. So if you are in front of your elders, keep quiet, don't argue. Whatever they say okay and do whatever you have to do. Elders can never understand, they are beyond. They will be going there. During our childhood, they forget that childhood has changed. Therefore, never argue with the elders, simply listen and do whatever you have to do. Youngsters, don't listen to them. They ask nothing but money. Okay. See? And the most important thing, that is our real problem you are not telling. How to deal with the wife. You are asking me a sannyasi. But I can tell you, when she talks, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. You have learned Bhagavad Gita. There will be zero problems left in your life. Therefore, this is so simple. Just practice this. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. You will be effortlessly happy. But old people, when we were in Navsari, once I wrote a biography of a Gujarati. Every Gujarati, I don't know why, but they are born in Navsari. And they don't like Navsari. So they come to Ahmedabad. They don't say Ahmedabad. They also don't like. Then they come to Mumbai. They don't say Bombay. They came to Mumbai. That also they didn't like. Then they went to USA and worked hard. Gujaratis are hard-working people. Worked hard. Got their green card. And they were in the fifth heaven, not seventh, fifth heaven. And they worked hard. And finally they got the citizenship. By then they were 65. Then they come back to Navsari. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat. See, friends, if we take this simple principle of life, don't seek happiness. Express happiness in whatever role you are playing. If your role is that you have to be a subordinate, be subordinate. Don't be arrogant. See, life becomes so simple. And the most important thing I'll tell you, if you really want to be happy in life, never take the role of a leader. Be a follower. See, after coming to South Africa, I do not know anything. Arvind bhai, what is next? Swamiji, you should be ready by 3:30. We have to go. I was ready at 3:30. I don't ask where, what. And they're waiting, having a cup of tea. You are not coming. No, Swamiji, I am not coming. Deepak will take you. So, why ask question? What happened? No need. See, life becomes so simple. Here also he told me, I said, you have to tell me what is the topic. I not remember. Be a follower. The moment you become a very decision maker, you will have to suffer unnecessarily bothering. See, the day you take this, and this is what Bhagavad told Arjuna. Kachid etam shutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachid ajnana sammoha pranashtaste dhananjaya vimrushya etat asheshena yathechasi tatha guru. Bhagavan Krishna clearly told Arjuna, have you heard? Now, decision is yours, not mine. Wise men never make decisions for others. Let them take their own decisions. But we Indians, these days, our Dabbu is looking at the fan all the time. I don't know what happened. Oldie at home, shadi kara do. Are? They know only one thing. For all the miseries, only one medicine, shadi kara do. Whole life booked. Therefore, you decide to be happy and you are happy. You decide to be miserable, you are miserable. Yatechasi tatha kuru. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.